What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Beginner Bike Giveaway series.
What's up?
Today we are going to be putting on a slip-on exhaust on the DRZ 400, keeping the baffles in, making sure that we don't need to rejet it right now. And in a future video, we're going to figure out how to do all that. But yeah, so here she is. Let's take a look.
It's a pretty simple thing, all things considered. It's a little heavier than I thought it was going to be, but it does look very nice as compared to just a flat black stock muffler. Plus, it's still got that laser etched Leo Vinci on there.
Definitely. And of course, guys, if you don't already know, the reason why we have this DRZ 400 in the garage is because of our giveaway series. So if you click the link below, you can still get pre-registered to win. Our official sweepstakes is going to begin on November 17th. So if you want details on all that, hit the link below, get signed up, and I'll send you an email when we're ready to go. And rumor has it that there's some pretty cool perks as well, maybe some discount codes if you hit that link. So check that out below, and let's get started. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright guys, so before we begin on the DRZ 400, great looking little dual sport bike, a little long in the tooth as Spite would say.
Oh yeah, I still am not 100% on board the DRZ train.
You got to take it out on the trails, and then you'll really get it.
I guess.
But yeah, so let's take a closer look at this stock exhaust system. You know, the bane of every project is saying it looks pretty easy, but I'll tell you what, guys, this does look pretty simple. It looks like we just got to take off this big plastic piece right there, a couple pieces of piping, a couple bolts here and there, and then we're in business. But I think we should get a sound check of it. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's see how the stock exhaust system sounds on the DRZ. Did you? Hold on.
It's in the on position. Oh, push it out.
Yeah. I think we gotta mess with the thing down there.
Hey, we figured it out.
Alrighty guys, as usual, of course we have a Leo Vinci system here to install. Let's go over some of the parts here. So we've got the big can that we're going to be putting on. It's going to be replacing it.
We were talking about it earlier. Since we're putting the slip-on on, a lot of times you'll have to rejet the carbs. And without being incredibly knowledgeable, we just assumed that these are going to be able to be thrown on, because we actually have, looks like 3 different kinds here, or spares of ones that might get broken, that look like we can slap it in there as a baffle and some sort of choke to restrict the exhaust gas, and hopefully we won't have to rejet it right away, because I have a feeling that jetting it cold would be a bad thing for when we're trying to ride it in the summer.
Yeah. So. And again, if it's not patently obvious, we both don't know anything about carburetors, but willing to learn. And yeah, I've owned lots of bikes, but no carbureted bikes, sadly, or I guess happily, because I hate them. And then we have over here just a little hose clamp as well, and then
it's actually made out of carbon fiber.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's too good for the DRZ.
Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can pop this out real fast here. Yeah, that is a straight up carbon fiber clamp. That's crazy.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
Good on you, Leo Vinci.
And then this big pipe over here is going to be replacing this pipe over here that leads to the can. So without further ado, let's start breaking it down.
one giant pipe.
Yeah.
That is I'm gonna go ahead and just slap the bad design sticker on there because this was more work than any slip-on should have been.
Yeah.
It should be take bolt off here, take bolt off there, pull the whole thing out.
Yeah.
But because it's one big giant piece, and that's why that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
It was a lot more work.
Yeah, I had to really fish it on out of there,
And then there was this bolt this pipe clamp that was giving us some trouble.
Yeah. I think the other really cool thing too is when you have the DRZ kind of out and you can look at it like this, it you can just tell it's just nothing. It's such a small, lightweight bike. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, honestly, let's just... That
What a
was
piece of
so by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would not have wanted to do that.
Oh my god, I didn't do it alone. All right, guys, so the DRZ's exhaust, surprisingly difficult, I would say.
Yeah.
The issue is right up here at this neck, we had a big graphite gasket that, that's it, RIP. And the issue was that, because the pipe barely fit over the other header pipe with that gasket in place there's no way that it was going to slide over. So we had to slice it off and chop it off and do everything like that. And then literally, as you just saw in the video, me hammering it back in because of how nasty it wanted to not go in there,
Yeah, that was brutal. It's interesting because the directions specifically said save the gasket. But
the gasket.
The thing is just it was originally in Italian, so maybe it was a mistranslation. But
there's no way. Yeah. So we did what we had to do and chop the DRZ up a little bit. But let's finish up this install. guys, we have put on the slip-on exhaust on the DRZ. It's looking pretty sweet. I think it really kind of cleaned up the bike. You know, it used to have that big black ugly thing on there. Now with that silver on there, it looks pretty sweet. Carbon fiber little holder for the slip-on can there. Spite, what do you think?
It's definitely a lot better. That you don't realize how ugly that black muffler on there was until you get this nice shiny silver one on there.
Yeah.
So.
But now, most importantly, let's get a sound check. It's a lot bassier. It's a lot deeper. I didn't expect that. That's cool. I think it'd be fun to ride around on it. Alrighty, guys, and with that, I think we should take it out on a little ride, see how it does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Alrighty, guys, we're here out in somewhere in downtown Austin. We just kind of pulled off and figured it'd be good to do a little urban cruising today, mostly because it is freezing.
Oh yeah, it's a little too chilly to be out on a bike, but we're gonna put up with it. We'll suffer for the art for you all.
Yes, we suffer for our art around here. Yeah, it's like drizzling like 41 degrees. My hands are already kind of starting to clam up, or freeze up rather. But yeah, we're just gonna check out how the DRZ kind of sounds with the new exhaust. In cruising along through here, I thought it sounded pretty good. It gives it a nice new little brappy sound. The when it's starting to kind of go down in the revs, you're burbling a little bit.
Yeah, no, it sounds a lot better. The other one, it just sounded, it just didn't sound good, you know?
No, it was really tinny and really muffled.
But this sounds like what a DRZ should sound like.
Yeah, just really brappy and, you know, rowdy. Let's get a startup. Or not. What's going on? Why can't I start my bike?
Are you in gear?
No? Maybe. I think I am.
Because you got the kickstand down.
Yeah. You know, life's hard. Life's hard, Spite.
There it is.
Yeah. Whoa. So as you can tell, it's not a crazy amount of difference, but all you have to do is just pop this baffle out and it'll really brap for sure. Yeah, and we got the CB out, of course, too, because, you know, why not? Might as well have both giveaway bikes, and the other Ninja, it can stay at home.
Yeah, no.
Between all three of them, I'd rather have fun on these. But yeah, what do you say we hit the road and have some fun? For a little bit, anyways, before we freeze to death.
Yeah. God, that smells like a new exhaust.
Yeah, also, guys, as you'll be able to tell here in just a second, my communicator died and Spite and I can't hear each other, so we're going to do a little bit of, I guess, solo vlogging together.
Yeah, we've just been riding the struggle bus a little bit today, but it's all good. We'll get it sorted out for next time.
You know, this bike pulls harder than it has any right to, honestly. And I've heard that when you really kind of free up the exhaust and you rejet the carbs and do all of that, that it really wakes it up.
So it's definitely full-on brap up there. It sounds way better.
You know, it's got the slip-on on it. We put the really big baffle on there as well. And it's not going to be needing a rejet anytime soon. If we decide to make it a little bit more free-flowing, we're definitely going to rejet the carbs and do all of that. But we might as well do that also just to kind of show you guys what it's like to do that on a bike, you know? That is really helpful.
You know, it does surprise me how quickly the power does come on this bike. It really does just, you know, for a four-cylinder, you think you got to wait and wake it up.
This bike has such shitty, skiddy tires that you can skid the rear wheel so easily.
Yeah, I think I saw that just kind of...
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
See if yeah, I think I see your line.
Yeah. How does it sound from your angle?
Oh, it sounds very good.
Yeah, it's better, isn't it?
Like it should sound, you know?
Yeah.
The classic DRZ wheelie boy sound.
Yeah. Except I can't wheelie. I feel like you could so easily on this bike. I really want to try it, but if I bin the giveaway bike, that would suck.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, I think this is still, you know, the bike that I would choose even in the city, because you know, you think the instant torque on the DRZ, I'm sure it's great, having not really ridden it much. But this inline 4, in kind of stark contrast to other inline 4s, has a lot of power just right from jump. You crack it open and it's there for you. You know, it's a good little bike. It really is, and absolutely a nice city carver. Although I think the nice upgraded suspension is probably a bit silly downtown. Getting a little slideways.
I'll tell you, get on this bike, you just want to ride it like an idiot.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just want to jump this over here and see what happens. Like, it's just too easy. You just want to go. I don't want to set a bad example, though, but I understand now why Supermoto boys just do what they do.
Yep. Man, it is just straight up cold out today. Got my summer gloves on, which have mesh on the top, which is great in the Texas summer, but oh, it's just suddenly winter, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Let's see how slow he can go before he has to put his foot down. Oh, he didn't even try.
How's the CB?
It's as good as ever.
It's good, isn't it?
It's such a nice, pleasant ride.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny, even though it's an inline 4, it's just as fine. It's just happy in traffic too.
Yeah.
You know, it's got plenty of torque for you.
Yeah.
I wish it would stop raining. That'd be nice. It's actually really not raining that bad. It's just a little bit of drizzle, but still, I mean, come on. It's what day is today? November something or other. Second week of November, and it's freezing. Like, it's freezing cold. I got 3 layers on underneath, and I'm still not warm enough.
Yeah, I think that bike works a little better in the city than something like this. Like, although this is great to kind of filter and cut through stuff, that's just like a little easier to ride, a little bit lower, you know, like I'm kind of on my tiptoes with this thing, you know what I mean?
That is a good point. I was thinking that it would be kind of nice just because of the torque, but you're really high up there.
Yeah. For a newer rider, this could be really tricky.
Yeah, it probably would be.
But it's really light, you know, like I can just...
Which is, you know, nice when you're at a stoplight if you have to hold it over like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure, depending on how I edit it. We had to, you know, cut up the gasket on that DRZ to get the new link pipe on there. And I was actually holding it up, you know, at a really kind of steep angle. And it really wasn't that heavy. You know, I could have stood there for a long time just holding it up. So that is a nice thing for the DRZ. Whereas if you were trying to do it with this, you know, it's probably like 400 and something pounds. That weight really will catch up to you.
DRZ is loads of fun, man. It just rips really nice off the line. What's funny is that this is considered the big lazy 400. Like, I know that 450 Supermoto boys they love those bikes because they're even lighter weight and they have even more torque, and especially in off-road capacity, it's definitely a lot more fun to ride a bike like that. But this is, honestly, it's pretty good. This bike's super fun.
People are really reverent about carbs for no real reason, I think. You know, you get the like doomsday preppers who are like, oh, the carbs will run after the bombs fall. But yeah, people are overly protective of making sure that carbs stay on bikes for some reason, I guess. But you know, if FI is just so much easier. You can just plug another computer in, change the map, and you're good to go. You know. Like, one thing I want to do with this bike, and I'm noticing it again, I actually forgot it did, was it had that flat spot in the power band. There's a little bit of a flat spot, and I'd like to tune that out. But I don't have to rip up the whole bike to do it, you know? I just need to put a new computer on it. It ain't that hard. I mean, any bonehead with a set of tools can do it. But, I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about the DRZ, but, you know, it's all just an acquired skill.
It pulls nice, man. It pulls best between first and third gear and very low speeds, which makes sense. It's designed for trail riding, but man, for an urban bike, this thing is so fun. You just want to hit bumps with it and just see what it does. It'll just take anything, dude. It literally will just take anything and just goof around. I love this thing. I love smashing into bumps and potholes with this thing.
Yeah, it's like what bump?
It's just like, boom, just goes. It doesn't matter.
It's always really funny when I sit on it because the back end squats down.
It squats so much.
Dude, I may have to go get my winter gloves today. This is...
Yeah, it's bad.
This is chilly.
Yeah, let's get going a little bit because it's cold.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to head back because it is very, very cold out today. So we're going to jump back on 35 and get going. Oh, my God, it's freezing. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you had some fun watching us install the DRZ's exhaust and ride it around a little bit in some urban environment stuff. Definitely going to do a lot more with this motorcycle. Yeah, I'm hoping you'll check it out and tune in. What's that?
You've got the, like, gas overflow hose just sticking out the bottom of the bike.
Yeah.
It's like that long.
That's great.
Freaking Suzuki.
But yeah, also, if you guys haven't yet, click the link below. Check it out, how to win this motorcycle. And that one, too. We're giving them away, and the Ninja 400. So if you're not signed up, definitely get yourself signed up. And I'll catch you next time. See you later.